Hello, welcome back everybody. Today is Monday and this is just a bit after the PvP reset. This is my newbie account and I'm going to show you my results for the past week. Consider that I had to start from Sidekick and I was able to score myself 70 shards of one of the most sought after and fought for characters in the game since launch. Not even Reverse Flash had seen this much pressure. People really want an insurance ticket or a counter for Wonder Girl at high level. Now, as a newbie, you shouldn't really worry that much about the meta because you won't have access to everybody. So your characters are not even legendary for the most part. You have several characters from the roster unavailable. So if you can at least unlock the character, in this case Brainiac, because he will be needed for next week Alliance missions, just worry about unlocking the characters. Really, you shouldn't be doing much. But I'm also going to take the opportunity to show you several other characters that I have unlocked during the past week. I already have Penguin, Dr. Fate, Castaway Green Arrow, and now Brainiac. And you might be asking me why unlock Penguin as a very specific example of a character that is not meta heavy. He is not really a presence on the high parts of the ranking, and it's not a toon that many people go after. But that's the point. For several of the missions, especially the PvP missions, the PvE missions, that is the missions that happen on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. You get three days a week where you can easily score 10 points for your alliance if you have the toons available. Penguin was one of the monthly toons. I don't remember exactly if it was November or December. I think it was December last year. So he's an old character now, and he hasn't made a lot of impact on the metagame. He is a useful toon. He can enable certain compositions, but he is a very specific toon. And sadly, since he is a physical character, his kit counters criticals in a sense that if he is hit by critical impact, he is going to give shield and affinity defense to your whole team. But he is not very viable at high level play. He's a nuisance. He can enable other certain characters, like for example, he works very well alongside Constantine, since the tornado or the flame pillar that Constantine casts does more damage the more debuffs there are on the enemy team, and Penguin along with the Riddler can cast a lot of debuffs on the enemy. But he's not, outside of that, he's not a very useful character. But if you are reduced in your physical choices, he's a good toon to build up. But the point is, several of the past monthly characters, when they reappear on Alliance missions, they tend to be 2-point characters. That's the same with Castaway. While toons that are actually farmable through heroic nodes, and I'm going to just unlock all of them right now just to don't have them cluttering the interface here. So it's a good idea to have them just in case, because whenever they show up for an alliance mission, and I like his normal look better than the legendary. So he should have his little hat, his top hat. Uh, Whenever they appear again and are made available for alliance missions, it's a good idea to have several characters unlocked to secure your 10 pointers, because the PvP ones, the PvP missions are sometimes complicated compositions that don't make much sense unless you have all of them geared up. But since you as a new player or as a free player do not have the resources to gear every single character to max, it's at least a good idea to have these characters available for use for the PvE missions. A lot of people whine and complain about the PvE missions being very boring, very easy. Well, but completing your 30 heroics give you 100 gold and give you 300,000 essence whenever you finish them. And now I have my guy. My brainiac. I think I only made 90 shards on my main account. I got tired of pushing for top 1.5k, and I'm not going to be needing brainiac anytime soon. I have an overabundance of green characters in my cast, so he's not going to be really much needed. And what people want him for is his team leader. 85% chance to give damage immunity to the team at the beginning of each ally turn, and it adds up to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, so it's 100% chance to give damage immunity from the beginning of an ally to the whole team to the end of that ally's turn. So he's always gonna be throwing up damage immunity when you max him out to level 70. Of course, this is only for the guys who actually take their characters to level 70 and are willing to gear them up. I have faced a couple of brainiacs already, because whales don't wait until the end of the PvP week to start buying the packages, and I have faced several legendary 3 brainiacs already. And outside of countering Wonder Girl Cassie, he is not a very difficult character to deal with, because even though he has 100% chance of casting the damage immunity, you can prevent the damage immunity from sticking if you use a buff immunity character. Superman has buff immunity, Lex Luthor Survival has buff immunity. Especially damning is the fact that Wonder Woman Princess can apply up to 2 buff immunities during her turn, and Brainiac is rather squishy. And I'm told I haven't tested because I don't have bleeders built up to gear 11. But I'm told that the bleeds take precedence over the damage immunity. So if a character has bleeds on, he's going to take the bleed damage first, and then he's going to get his damage immunity. Now, there is something, I believe it's the upgrade for his leader that gives turn meter to your team at the beginning of the fight only once. So there's that. So you might want Brainiac to be at least legendary 1, but seemingly he will be able to function at rank 5. If your only worry is to disable the passive whip from Wonder Girl Cassie. So unless you are facing a lot of Wonder Girls in your PvP board, which, as I have shown you, low levels don't usually face Wonder Girl Cassie, you shouldn't be much worried about not having access to a high legendary Brainiac. Is he going to shape the meta? I believe so, but only on the top 100 side of the ladder. And there are ways to get rid of him. So do not worry too much about him. And that's pretty much all for this video. This was just a friendly update on the state of a newbie account. And also, I'm also nearing a legendary 1 Livewire, and my Hal Jordan is coming up along nicely. Harley Quinn Vexing, and I had, oh yeah, Killer Frost is also coming up. Also, there was a sale, I forgot to make a video about it. There was a sale for Terra, and they were offering a variable number of shards for 950 gold, and that was 20 to 40 shards for 950 gold. That one and 30 shards for 900 gold are the only packages that you should be worrying about as a newbie, and not for taking your character, if it's a character you don't have, not for taking to high legendary, because you won't be able to. Terra sale was limited to 5 packages per customer. So even if you got the 40 rolls, the 40 shards per roll, 5 times in a row, that was only 200 shards, so 40 shards short of a legendary 1. But here's the thing with Terra. Terra can miss with her basic, and she also puts evasion down, so she is viable even if she is not legendary. Legendary only makes her better because she has a chance to apply heal immunity with her basic. She has had a rework that is kind of divisive among the fan base, because it took out some of her utility, but it upped her damage, and it changed some other ways. But instead of having to upgrade her basic to get the can't miss, now she has the can't miss built in, so that was a big upgrade for her. Her damage is very good once she's geared. Sometimes she is able to one-shot red strikers, and the thing is, you want her as part of your anti-Batgirl teams or anti-Harley. But the other part of that was investing to unlock a toon that shows up several times for alliance missions is a good investment. So I ran out of gold, as you can see over here. I have nearly no gold from unlocking her, but now I have her available in my teams. And as a new player, I kind of need Terra, because even though I already have Sword and he has his can't miss upgrade, you need several others. And with that said, that's all for this video, and we'll be seeing each other next month for the next monthly event. See you next time. Keep grinding on.